I'm Miss Danielle with the Grimshaw Municipal Library, and I'm here to show you our feature creature for this month. So since it's February, we thought it would be fun to make a cuttlefish. So it's not like I'm gonna cuddle you, but it's a cuttlefish, and they have 3 hearts, which is really cool.
Which is why we're doing it for Valentine's Day. So don't anyone say that I don't like any Valentine's Day stuff. This is fascinating.
So there are 3 hearts. One is actually for their body, and then one is for each of their gills, which is interesting. So in your kit this month, you're gonna find an information sheet, and on the back we have a diagram of what it looks like inside, which we found very interesting. So there's this part of one of these cuttlefishes that maybe you've seen before, and it's this it's a cuttle bone, and it's like calcium. And so what happens is when this fish wants to float up, it fills up with air, and so it acts like a buoyancy thing, and then when it wants to sink, it sucks up water into that, and so it can sink. And so you may have seen one of these. They're white, and you can buy them for your birds. So you put them in your bird cage, and your bird gets calcium from them, which is a pretty interesting thing.
Mm-hmm.
Another interesting thing is when cuttlefish are born, they're laid into egg clusters that look like grapes, and then when they hatch out of it, they just look like an adult cuttlefish, only like itty bitty like that.
They don't develop at all. They're the most adorable things. I'm going to share that video because it's so much fun.
There's a really cute video. So in your kit, you're going to find some stuffing, because we're making a stuffy, glove, and a part of a sock. These are going to be his fins. You got a needle and a couple of pins to help you hold your fabric together while you're sewing. We have black and white felt. We have a black thread. That's mostly what you're going to sew your fish together with. And then we have some colored thread. And the interesting thing is these are known as the chameleons of the sea. And so depending on their emotions, they'll flash different colors. So if they're angry, or if they want to attract someone, they're really cool. And this is our guy.
I kind of love him, yeah.
And we're not sure why, but he has W eyes.
Mm-hmm.
It's really neat. Okay.
If somebody wanted to find that out and then tell us, we'd really appreciate it.
Yeah. So now this is what we're going to do. You're going to take your stuffing, and we're going to take our sock, and we're just going to fill it up. And then we're going to take our cuttle board, or cuttle bone, I guess, and you're going to stick it in your sock. And your sock's going to kind of have this shape. So this is the top of your sock, and that is the bottom. So top of your fish and the bottom of your fish.
You can kind of see where the heel of the sock becomes the top of his head, where the eyes are.
So we're going to stick this inside because it's important. And it just goes right on top, just like that. And that's his flotation device.
Cuttle bone.
Then we're going to stick the rest of the stuffing into the glove.
You don't really have to stuff into the fingers.
Not
because they don't really have a shape to them. They just kind of hang down like
tentacles, kind of like a squid.
Yeah.
But we're going to poke our thumb hole in.
So that he's got 4 tentacles coming out.
And then you're going to take your glove, and we're just going to shove it in here, just like that. And so he's going to look something like this. Oh, I forgot. I put all my stuffing in, but you need to keep a bit of stuffing out to put on top here.
So it doesn't all go in the glove?
Yeah, you need a little bit right on top like that.
Okay.
So you're going to put a little bit just right in front like that. And the reason we're doing that is because when you go to make his eyes, you're going to pinch some of the stuffing like that, and it will make it puffy.
It'll just give it a little bit more structure than two chunks of sock being stuck together.
Like this. So I stitched around the whole opening, and then like I was showing you on the other one, I pinched the eye up like this, and I just sewed it.
So when you did that, did you pinch and create the ridge and then add the felted eye afterwards, or did you do it while you were holding the felt eye in place?
I pinched it, created the ridge, and then sewed the eye on after.
Okay, that would be easier.
Yeah, for sure. And the eyes, to make the eyes, you're going to use the white felt and 1/4. And so this is the size of 1/4. You're going to trace that out, cut this out. Then you're going to take your black felt and you're going to cut a little W out and sew your W onto your white eye.
And I suppose if the idea of sewing a tiny white or a tiny black W onto your eye was too much to bear, a person could take a Sharpie and write it on.
Yeah, for sure.
Just for people who have smaller feature creature creators at home.
So, and then the last thing is you're going to take your fins, which are these pieces, and to make it lay out nice like this, you're going to actually sew them on this way. So you're going to sew the underneath. So it's going to look like that. You're just going back and forth, sew it on, and then when you flip it over, you fold it down, and you have your fins.
Hidden sewing techniques. Very fancy schmancy. And then I see where Danielle's got some of those colored things in there. Sometimes if you look up cuttlefish, they call them the chameleons of the sea, but they also have like little disco ball graphics going on in the back because they're so good at color changes, and they're very flamboyant. So yeah, so you can use kind of whatever color of string you get in your bag would work, because the cuttlefish come in a lot of colors, even though, fun fact, they cannot see colors.
It's a true story.
Which is bizarre.
Yep. So when you're done your cuttlefish, we would love you to send us a picture. It's a pretty cute guy.